good morning, good afternoon, and good night, queers. I'm Chucks,
Anna.
and we're
Yes.
a little more energy.
You know I don't have a lot of energy, okay? This is what you get all day, every day. Jesus fuck.
Over. All right. So, episode 7, which is this one, is going to build off of episode 6, which, if you haven't seen it yet, please go and watch it.
Pause and go back, okay?
Exactly.
Start from episode 1. They're
Yeah.
very funny.
Go in chronological order. So I have a quote that I got sent to me by my friend JP, and I think it's very relevant to the conversation that we're having today, right? So the quote reads, "Queer love that should get more attention is queer friend love. It has kept me alive, fed me, gave me a safe home, loved me at my best and worst, and nurtured me. They modeled healthy family dynamics in a way that made me feel safe and excited about life again." What do you feel?
Word. I mean, yeah, very relevant. Especially for the queer community. Some of my best friends are queer. All of our friends, I think I feel safest when I'm with my other gay friends because I can be 100% myself. Not that I can't be myself around other people, but I feel like I can talk about things that, queer people relate to. And I do think I can talk about those things with other people, but it feels a little more
Reserved?
reserved, maybe a little uncomfortable. Like, oh, what are they gonna think when I say these things? Like, stuff like that. Like, I just feel safest around other queer people. I'm an introvert, but I feel like I can be a little more extroverted when I'm around my queer friends and just like-minded people.
I
Yeah,
agree with that.
Yeah.
Because to me, and one of my straight friends has pointed this out. They're like, whenever I meet a new person, I can be very reserved, like shy, taken aback. But the minute that I find out that this person is gay, it's like a light bulb goes off. Like like express myself more because all of a sudden we have a commonality, we have something, we have a shared experience, and then it's easier. She feels like I have easier conversation flow with people. And I'm like, yeah, because they're queer, I'm queer, we all have, experiences, so we can make jokes, or there'll be a look or something, and there's a bit of understanding in that. And community is important, whether you're out and proud or if you're still in the closet. Having community behind you is so important. It's like the foundation for you to safely discover who you are. Like in one of the episodes, I mentioned about how every year I try to be gayer than I was the year before, which means exploring myself, exploring my sexuality, exploring how I want to present myself to the world. And I know that with the friends that I've made along the lines, I have the space, the support, the opportunity, and the safety to do so. Like I've told
Yeah.
you stuff where I'm just like, hey, I don't feel quite comfortable with this or that word being associated with me. How does that make you feel? And you've always been supportive.
Yep.
So that to me is kind of why community is important. And it's no secret by now, if you've been watching all the other episodes, you know that you and I met online. And that's where most of my queer friendships have come from, at least. What about you?
Same. I think a lot of people navigate to like online communities because it feels safer that way. And because you don't know, like, I couldn't tell you where there's a gay community in my area or like where I could go to like hang out with queer people. I have no clue. I have no idea. And even if I researched it, I would be a little hesitant to do it because, I don't. It's just easier to meet people online
Yeah, yeah.
and a little safer.
I mean,
Now, if you want to actually meet those people in person, make sure you really know them, okay? Because I've actually met people online and then met them in person, and I'm like, the fuck?
actually, I have a
Who
story
the
about that. I have a story about
you
that.
you are you a little crazy, okay?
I don't have a story about meeting someone online and them being a little crazy, but I do have a story online of meeting someone from online and kind of not recognizing them, which was hilarious. But we'll get to that. But like, I think it's just like to touch on your point about like physical spaces. I read on Autostraddle, which is a good source for any and all things LGBTQ, LGBTQ,
LGBTQ.
LGBTQ. There's and I don't know if you knew this, but there's about 30 to 32 lesbian bars in the United States. That's it.
That's not enough, people.
That's not even one per state.
Listen, all you rich ass lesbians, open a damn bar, okay? Or a club. Oh shit, not they trying to tell us something. They need to open a bar.
Yeah,
Honestly,
they do.
they need to open a bar.
They do, clearly.
No, that's it's not enough people. We need we need more communities and more places, more safe places to meet. Like again, but there needs to be like we don't want no creepy straight men coming in, trying to hit on us. Like they need to be like women only.
But then
Some of them need to be
you
women
get
only.
a lot of things. There was this whole thing I remember a couple years ago where they were talking about like women only gyms, women only clubs, blah blah, and it got a lot of backlash from men, of course, because they're like, "Oh yeah, but all these women only clubs, who's going to buy you this and who's going to buy you that?" And it's like, "We're just here to
Buy our
have a
own
good
shit,
time."
bitch.
Exactly.
We have
And
jobs. Hello.
exactly. And straight women, I feel like, would at least feel fairly safer in a
Probably.
women only, women love women space, even if they're not gay, they'd still feel safer in that space.
Well, they're gonna get hit on a lot.
Obviously. Obviously.
I'm going to hit on them. That's just gonna make it even worse, Chucks. How are we supposed to know?
What if our straight friend wants to come?
She can do. She's not. She's not.
We're not going to assume people's orientation. Moving on.
Okay,
Moving on.
but she's not fully straight. She is
Stop
not
it.
straight as an arrow. Okay.
The arrow wobbles. Okay. Um.
Oh my god. Okay.
So like we met online, obviously, but we met online through a lot of circumstances because this is 2020. There's a pandemic, and nobody was going outside, and we met a massive community of queer people. I mean, speaking purely for myself, I've other I've met other people through other communities because as a nerd, I have specific fandoms I've joined. So like Glee, Arcane, The 100. So I've met friends in online forums and communities that are surrounding these as well. And from there, you just kind of build your family. So the thing is, for me, I'm in a lot of online spaces just because, like I said, I live in the desert of queerdom. Unless I want to fight somebody because I looked at their girlfriend. So for
Who are you
me, a lot
fighting?
of we'd be fighting. A lot of my queerness, my self discovery, my safety comes within those communities and finding friends within those communities. I know you live in a relatively bigger place, but it's still kind of closed off, you would say?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I live near a city, like I wouldn't say it's a popular city, but it's not like a huge city.
Is there like a gay scene there that you know of?
There is, like, there's a couple gay bars. I don't think there's a specifically lesbian bar, obviously, because I would have been there. Or I just don't know. I'm out of the loop.
Gotta
No,
get
there's
you
a
in the
couple gay
loop.
bars. I've been to some of them, but it's not as big as it's more of a gay men scene than lesbians.
Yeah, and I think
Um,
we had a bar here, like a nightclub thing, and that was more gay men, freaking more by gay men than
mhm.
lesbian women. So
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. Like why aren't lesbians opening things that we can go to? Do you gravitate more to online spaces because they're easier to navigate or more inclusive to navigate? Or is it just a I don't have physical spaces, so I go on to online
I would say
spaces?
it's more easier because like I'm just busy for one. Like, you know, we work a lot, you and I work a lot. So it's easier, more convenient, and also I honestly wouldn't know where to go. All my queer friends live nowhere near me. So I would literally have to find friends that want to go to like gay bars and stuff, and like maybe like I'm just not into the bar scene anymore. Like once I got into my 30s, um, I just feel like I'm not into the bar scene unless I'm on vacation, and that's like the whole point, you know,
Yeah,
is to get
yeah, yeah.
unhinged. But like, yeah, no, I think it's just easier. And to be honest, before like I met you and our other friends, like that was probably the first like real queer community I became a part of. Like I wasn't on Reddit or I wasn't on these forums or anything like that. Um and like chat rooms don't exist anymore.
That we
Not
know
that
of.
I would be in them. But like other than that, I was just on dating apps trying to like find people one on one. But yeah, I I just wouldn't even know where to go where I
But
live.
I think that group chats are like chat like online spaces are a good place to find friends. Like we game together, um, we talk, we have group chats and everything. And it's always fun when those group chats come out of the group chat phase and move into the real life phase.
Mhm.
And with like my group chats, I've had like a couple of them. And from hey, we should maybe one day hang out to actually hanging out and actually getting to meet these people that you've been talking to for so
Yeah.
long, it just feels so relaxed, so natural, like no pressure, no
Yeah.
stress. And like I have this one story, right? Where I went to go meet my friends and all of them are based in California. They are all safe from the fires that are ongoing, thankfully. And so my friend K Dubs, I asked all of them how they wanted to be referred to, by the way. I gave them options. These are the options that won. Okay, so I'm not
K
just
dubs.
I don't call them these names in reality, but this is what we're going with.
Are they watching our
Oh
podcast?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. They should.
Right. So, K-Dubs is a real one because they picked me up from the airport my first time in LA, and then we had to drive to LAX the next day because my luggage got to LAX, but I got to my original destination airport. So shout out to K Dubs for being a real one. And also the joke that me and them have is that at the beginning of our friendship, I thought that they were a black British person, and they turned out to not be black nor British, which I mean was disappointing. Was disappointing.
You get British confused. Like the fuck?
Listen, if
God.
you saw, reminder, most of our communication had been through texting, and K Dubs uses like words that you have to literally pull out of a dictionary at times. It was very pretentious. But this is their vocabulary. This is literally their vocabulary. They're like that kid who just sat down every day and read through the encyclopedia. I swear to God. And
I feel like
so,
there was someone I thought was black, but they weren't. And I don't remember
was
who.
it me?
You are black, you weirdo. Or someone thought I was black. No. I think I thought someone was black and they were not. I don't know who though.
And anyways, so K Dubs comes, picks me up. Cool. And we decide we're gonna meet up with another one of our friends, Fish. This is the name they chose. And they're probably gonna listen to this episode. So yes, Fish is the name she wants to be referred to as. Okay?
Fish.
So K Dubs and I, we get on the train to LA or something, and we get off the train. They have to go to the bathroom. So they go to the bathroom. They're like, okay, you just wait out here. If you see Fish, let them know. One problem. K Dubs and Fish have hung out. I have no earthly idea what Fish looks like. All right? No earthly idea. And so I'm standing by the bathroom, just waiting. And this really like big built but short person, like angry faced person, stands right the fuck next to me, right?
Yeah.
And so we're just standing there. Like I gave them a look, they gave me a look, and I'm just like, what is this dude's problem? Like, why is he so fucking pissed? Right? And K Dubs comes out the bathroom, innocent as ever. And they're like, "Oh, you guys found each other, huh?" And then K Dubs like, "Chucks, this is Fish. Fish, this is Chucks." And we look at each other, and K Dubs just starts losing their mind at the fact that the two of us have stood there in this awkward, like squared off posture. Like, if you start to swing on me, I'm going to swing on you because you're aggressive looking. And they just start laughing. They're like, how long have you two been just standing next to each other aggressively, like squaring off without realizing who each other is? I'm like, the entire time. The entire fucking time. And then, since then, Fish and I have just been really good friends, where we will just torture K Dubs and hug them at random points because K Dubs does not like physical affection at all. And we're like, hug.
Either.
But Fish will also not like physical. Fish does not like having her hand held, and I try to do it all the time. And I swear to God, one of these days she's gonna smack me. One of these days. But it's not today, Fishy. But like The two of them are some of my closest friends. We've been friends for probably, I feel like it's been 10 years. Probably not, but it just feels like forever. But you know when you're around people and they just feel like a breath of fresh air?
Yeah.
That's what that relationship feels like. There's like no
Yeah.
pressure, no nothing. And we're
Yep.
part of a group chat where if I need hair advice, I need fashion advice, I need practical advice, I can turn to them and they'll like give me that advice. And I think one of the best times I've had, like I was talking about Pride, while we were in San Diego, we actually went to Pride and we met up with my friend JP, and JP is probably one of my favorite people in the world. Like gentle giant to the max, lifts me up like I'm nothing.
Mm.
And I enjoy that. JP is the only person who can lift me up. And I'm just like, yeah, chilling, love it. And JP actually really helped with my own gender expression and and how I identify. All of them did in their own way, because the first person in the group chat to cut their hair was K Dubs. Like, and they had like shoulder length curly hair. And they're
Yeah.
like, I don't like it anymore. So they cut their hair. They went to
Mm-hmm.
like, they had like a bouffant on top, sides were shaved. It was cool. So they're the first person I went with when we were on vacation. They're sirens. But I went on vacation with them, and we went and we got my hair cut. And I felt so relieved. JP helped me to figure out how to best style my hair, what
Mm-hmm.
to use with my hair based on texture, skin color, all that stuff. And before we went to Pride in San Diego, JP actually like cut my hair. And he knows what he's doing. He's a master of clippers. So
Mm-hmm.
those are like my fashion gays. Then I have my European gays. Shout out to the European gays, because yes, they're also listening. And like one of my besties in that section, in that subset, she's a person who will give me truth even if I don't want to hear it. And it's something I appreciate. Same thing with her wife. Me and her wife don't interact as much, but her wife will give me her opinion and be like, nah, you were an asshole. I agree. I'm like, yeah, good point, good point. But I think, and then obviously I have you guys,
Mm-hmm.
and we get unhinged.
Or the trash crew.
Yes, we are. We are trashy.
See, you're like you and like our friends, our mutual friends, are well. I guess there are like little branches off of that too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, is my group of people like, um, there's someone like I feel like I can talk to you about anything for sure, but mostly like me and you were like
Two peas in a pod.
that, but like I think you'll definitely tell me how it is. There's one other person that I talk to that may make an appearance on here that like she definitely helps me when it comes to like talking about things, but like definitely the community that you and I are in, I feel like is definitely my main source of friendships
And do you
because I just
feel
can be myself around you guys.
do you feel joy?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
feel
feel
joy and bushiness.
do you feel freedom?
Yes.
But I also feel like there's an honesty that comes with the community, of being in a community. Cuz I mean, me and you, we bicker now. We bicker. But
Yeah.
we've had at least one, like, all out, big out, like, argument. Like, I remember, I
One?
think, yeah, this was years ago. And, like,
Was this because of someone who is no longer?
yeah, yeah,
Well, that was her own. That was because of her. She's fucking
yeah,
crazy dumb,
yeah.
and I'm
So we
putting that
had
in
that.
there,
And
bitch.
no, like, the thing is that you can have your issues, but there's always forgiveness within the community as long as everybody comes from the same place of, you know,
Yeah.
I love this person. They might be, they're hurting, but I still love them and I will support them.
I would
And
say as long as people are, like, people make mistakes, but as long as you own up to shit and you're, like, real and truthful, and that goes for any type of friendship. But yeah, I mean, there were a couple times we had words disagreements for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And I know the time you're talking about, like, that was just a fucking situationship that
spiraled.
multiple things played a part in that, and it was just
Yeah,
dumb
and
shit.
but you were big enough to admit your mistakes,
Yeah.
and we had conversations about it, and here we are having a
Yeah, and
podcast.
I would definitely say that came from a place where, you know, I came into this community, and literally this is the first time I've been in this type of community, and I just lost myself. There were no standards. There were no boundaries, apparently. Like, and I'm not making an excuse for whatever happened, but a lot of things played a part into what happened with that,
Into
and we're
what
not going
happened.
to discuss it
No,
because
we're not going to discuss it.
we
Let's
don't
keep it
need to
rolling.
discuss it.
But yeah, so there's a power. There's a power in community.
Mm.
Like, is there someone you've met that you've interacted with that you never thought that, hey,
I would honestly say, like, most of my friendships that came from this specific community, I think you and I just have a unique friendship, and same with, like, my friendships with different people in our little friend group. They're all just, like, unique, and, like, one of our friends, like, I feel like her and I feed off of each other,
I know who you
especially when we're
mean.
drinking.
I know who you mean. You two feed off of each other. Then
Yeah,
I'm along for the mix, and then I'm passed out in the corner.
yeah. And then that friend's wife, like, I feel like I can just get down and deep with her, like, not sexually, but
Oh, okay, okay.
but
'Cause I
man,
was about to be like,
just kidding. You
oh,
know, like, I could just have, like, deep conversations with her. I just, I guess it's unexpected in a way. Like, I've never really had friendships that were this, like, meaningful, because you guys obviously are in the same position I am. Like, we have something in common, in that we're gay and queer and whatever. But I don't know. It's just different than a a friendship I had when I was in my 20s. I don't can't really explain it.
so since you're the introvert, well, we're both introverts, but since this was your first time meeting us offline, what are your tips and tricks for meeting new people offline? How did you feel about it? And how did you get over your nerves? Yeah.
I was super nervous meeting you guys. I didn't really get over the nerves until I had a shot. But I would say definitely, like, really know who you're meeting before you actually meet them in person. Get on a call, get on a video call. Like, I mean, before we all met, it was like a couple years. I would say. I think.
Yeah, it would have been, well, yeah, it was after COVID at least.
Oh yeah, it was after COVID, and I think it was at least 2 years after we all met.
Yeah.
But like we probably talked every single day too. Um, but yeah, my tips would be really know the person before you go meet them. There are some people that we met that turned out to be,
And that's
but
all we'll say
but
on that.
also there are people that we met online that eventually turned out to be fucking weird, and we're like, thank God we didn't go meet them.
True.
But you
True.
know, it just it. You got to be careful, no matter who you are, when you meet people online. I mean, you just gotta be safe.
Yeah, I think one of the things is meet in a public place. Like I said, my friend K Dubs came to pick me up at the airport. You don't get more public than the airport.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to meet somebody, even if it's in your city, I say one, make sure that someone knows where you're going, who you're supposed to be meeting, and that you have a check in point with them. And then on top of that, and don't ignore your mother's calls for 72 hours and then have her calling you and having every member of the
Wait,
family call you, Hannah.
listen.
Yep,
I'm gonna tell this story, okay? Because it
tell it.
wasn't several hours. So our first trip that we went on, that I met you guys at, I told my mom, like, I'm going to meet people that I met online, that I game with. Like, we've been talking for like 2 years. Like, everything's cool. It's fine. So, and I did text her when I got there, I think, eventually. And,
Eventually.
but then, like, a couple days later, like, and I checked in with my mom, like, almost every day. I told her, like, everything's cool. We even talked on the phone, proof of life, like, we're good. But then this one day, we went to the beach. I'm like, I'm not bringing my phone. Like, I already hate sand being everywhere. I'm not bringing my phone. It's gonna get sand all over it. So I didn't bring my phone. I don't think I told my mom I was going to the beach and not bringing my phone.
Oh, you
Well,
definitely did not.
she ended up trying to call me, and then like I didn't answer, and then my sister tried to call me. My dad tried to call me. My sister left a voicemail or a text. You need to call mom right now. She's very worried about you. Literally, it was only 3 hours. I swear to God, it was only 3.5, 4 hours. Not all day, okay? Like, Mom, I was at the beach. You should have told me. You should have told me you were going to the beach without your phone. I'm like, we had been there for like 2 days at this point, like, and I wasn't dead yet.
Yeah. She just wanted to make sure.
Bro.
Like, but my mom is the same way. I'm super bad with my phone on vacation. Like, I, even with you guys, I literally just picked up a call and it's my boss. And she's like, I'm going to go buy the lottery because you answered the phone on the first call. I am terrible with my phone. This is why Hannah would not date me. Because,
Bro.
and when we're on vacation, I'm like, I'm on vacation. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't
Yeah, no.
care. And my mom is just like, you haven't messaged me, you haven't listened to my messages, you haven't texted me back. Like, what is going on? And she will call. But I think your mom takes the cake. She absolutely takes the cake
Bro.
because she just had
Now,
everybody on you. You sure there's
she
no tracking
did. Like,
software on your phone?
Mom, if I didn't answer your call, what makes you think I'm going to answer my sister's call? Like, hello?
Maybe she thought you were ignoring her.
It's ridiculous. But now, if we do go anywhere and I don't take my phone, or if we're somewhere where I don't get service, or like I can't use my phone, I'll tell her, like, I'm leaving the house for an hour, Mom. I might not answer. God.
I should do that. Would put my mom at ease.
Bro.
I mean, it's not like we're doing anything wild.
I
that they know
mean, it
of.
was the first time I met people that I had no idea who they were.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I knew who you guys were for 2 years, but
Exactly. So you knew us, she just didn't know us.
Yeah.
So we've been on quite a few trips during our friendship. Does any
Yep.
one of them stand out to you particularly? Like, can you remember like a moment where you're just like, I'm just really fucking happy right now?
All of
Obviously,
them.
you have to think of when we were sober, but
Yeah. I
like,
mean,
is there
all
a
of them,
moment?
honestly, but the first trip we went on, yeah, I was nervous when to meet you guys. But then once I got there and we started like drinking, like after that and the whole trip, I was just like every single person that we hang out with and go on vacation together with, like, you know, I feel comfortable with everybody. I feel happy when I'm on these trips. I feel like I could be myself, and like I just forget about life when I'm on these trips, like, because we have a lot of fun, and like we all have this bond. Like we're all queer, we're all gay, whatever. We just have this bond beyond that. Even it's yeah, I don't know. I just feel happy and I don't know.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna ask a kind of maybe controversial question
Oh God.
because we are all women love women. We are all
Mm-hmm.
queer. We're all going on these trips.
Yeah.
Obviously, some people are coupled up. And then there's the rest of us that
Am
are
I jealous? Yeah.
non-coupled. Do you? No, I'm kidding. But like in that sense, since there's a couple of us who are in there that are single, do you feel any competitiveness towards us? Any challenge or like
Any
threats?
competitiveness, like you might flirt with the person that I'm crushing on? Yes.
Maybe you didn't
Absolutely.
ask this question. Let's move on. Let's go to another
You
question.
walked right into that one. I'm sorry.
I was like, you know
Listen,
what?
no. Like, honestly, I mean, that did happen. But,
It's
like,
in another episode.
yes, we've already discussed it. But I don't know. I don't feel that way at all. No, I don't feel competition when, like, our group of friends is out, like, at a club or whatever. Like, we're just all having fun. I don't think any of us feel any type of competition. Know what I'm saying?
No, because I'm in competition with all you bitches.
For what? I mean,
I'm
I feel like
joking.
you and I have two different types of people that we are attracted to.
Oh yeah.
I normally don't go for blondes.
Taylor Swift is your only blonde?
Again, I'm actually not attracted to Taylor Swift. I just
Okay.
love her.
I
Honestly,
mean,
I would not. If I had a chance to date Taylor Swift, I would not. She's not my type. She's very nice for one. Like she's a very nice person. And I typically go for people that have attitude.
so if you're toxic and you're looking for a relationship, just
I
see
don't want
Hannah.
any toxic people, okay?
Because she don't like
I
nice
just like when
girls.
people like are truthful and blunt, but not mean. Like I don't like mean people. I just, just like when people aren't nice and fake.
Yeah.
I don't like
So
when
they aren't
people are
fake nice.
nice to the point where they seem fake, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, so like
But anyways,
they're people pleasing in a way.
so you're in competition with everybody when we go out. Okay. Good to know. Fuck you. Yeah, and it tracks, because I felt it before.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean, bro? You always be flirting with people, even though, like, I might have a crush on them. Like, I'm not telling you who. I'm gonna tell you I have a crush on someone when I don't let you go flirt with them.
I don't know if you're being genuine or not. You can't lie to me.
Get you. Hey, Chucks, I have a crush on that girl over there, and then you go that way, and then I'll go this way, where I actually
Okay.
have a crush.
Good plan. Why are you telling me the plan? Because that it won't work.
You won't remember.
It's true. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
So, seeing as we're both in the LGBTQ plus community and we have online friendships, do you feel like those friendships in any way, shape, or form have helped you to form or learn more about yourself and the way you express yourself?
Yeah. I feel like it's given me more confidence to just be myself and just, I mean, yeah.
I feel
It's
like your
definitely given
online
me, huh?
I feel like your online persona was very confident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Especially
I
in the
mean,
Discord. Like people would see your name and everybody
and
would
shiver.
just go. They would like a shiver would run down the collective Discord channels and everybody like, behave, she's coming, behave, she's typing. Like,
Yeah, but that's because I was like, I do feel like I do
you were
have
in your
that.
Dom era.
I don't feel like I'm pretty down, but I'm pretty topish. Pretty
Ish.
service topish.
Ish.
What do you think? What do you think I am? Well, how do you think I am?
I think that you would, for the right person, hear me out.
I mean, I've said this before. I know what you're gonna say.
For the right person, you'd be a bottom. A very needy bottom.
I would bottom, but I wouldn't be a bottom.
Just a bottom.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Okay.
Because I like taking control too much.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
I like when bottoms are controlling.
So a power bottom.
You kind of cut, yeah, power bottom. I do like that. However, I don't think I would be like always a bottom. No. I like topping too much.
What do you think about me?
Well, I know what you would do because we've talked about it.
Oh, that's true.
But you come off as a hey mama.
Oh, bro.
You come off as like you come off as a top for sure, but like I mean, I know that that's not true.
Actually,
What?
no, I'm a switch. I don't care. I'm versatile.
Switch.
Listen, I like to get as much as I give.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a switch because I like giving too much. However, like we said, for the right person, like it depends on their like
energy,
personality,
confidence.
their energy, their confidence. Like for sure, I would switch it up, but I wouldn't consider myself a switch.
If you ever need any tips on switching, I got you.
I've done it before. I'm just not.
Oh, okay. Just
it's just
sure.
not a regular thing, you know.
It's not a regular occurrence.
No, but back to the Discord. I feel like that is me, but
it's the more
when I'm in person, I'm a little more shy until obviously you get to know me and I loosen up.
Becomes a
I'm
loose
still
cannon.
I'm still pretty straightforward. I'm still pretty much that person that you see on Discord. But yeah, it probably doesn't come off.
Or it's just because we've spent so much time together that I'm just like, yes. Yeah,
you actually know who I am, yeah?
Yeah. I'm like,
because I have a very hard exterior. And before I get to know people, I don't show the inside.
No.
At all.
No. And then when you get to meet her, she just hugs you the minute you're out of the airport. Like, give me a hug. Detroit?
Okay, well, we had already met once.
Yeah.
And, yeah. What? We're
And you
friends.
like
I thought
me.
we
It's
needed to
fine.
hug.
Yeah. I'm always up for a hug. I'm always hugging people and be like, "Do you feel the strength of my hug?" Like I'm such a good hugger.
Honestly, I'm not a hugger, but when like our group of friends, they're all
You have no
huggers.
choice.
I have no choice, and
You have absolutely no choice.
I embraced it.
Yeah. Especially them group hugs.
Yeah.
There's so many of us.
Bro.
One of my favorite of the group hugs, and we can do this because we're gay, is I had like three of you surrounding me. The three of you with
Mm-hmm.
like the best boobs had you guys surrounding me. And I just spun in a circle so I get my
My
motorboat
God.
on. And I appreciate that as my friends in the community, you indulged me in that. 1010
Yeah.
would recommend finding yourself a queer circle that would let you motorboat all of them. They all had
Alcohol
their shirts
was
on.
involved. Because I don't think I would do that sober. I might.
I don't know.
Probably with you guys, for sure.
Yeah. You made me jump in that pool.
Yeah, because you lost whatever bet we had. Oh, we were playing beer pong against each other, and you lost. I wouldn't have done it. Just FYI, if I would have lost, I would have done it.
You would have done it because you
No,
would
I
have been
wouldn't have.
bullied into it.
Wait, did you have to take all your clothes off?
No, I had my clothes on. I went in
Okay.
fully clothed. That was
But
the
then when you
deal.
came out, you had like a white t-shirt on.
I had a white t-shirt on. That was the pro. That's why. That's why you said to jump in the pool.
You know what's funny though is like I would have like fought you if I had to do that, but our last trip, well, it wasn't our last trip, whatever, but I got in the pool with all my clothes on.
You did, exactly.
Pool with all my clothes on. It was very early in the morning.
You got
and I was like, I'm getting in the pool.
I'm just happy there were people around to like
And
make sure you
then
didn't drown.
one of our I started floating on my back and like I think I was like floating towards the deep end, and then
of course
one of our friends grabbed me and she sang A Whole New World to me as she swirled me around in the pool.
So, gay joy, check.
Gay joy, right there.
Check.
If you've never had one of your gay friends hold you in a pool with all your clothes on and sing A Whole New World as they just swirled you around in the pool, what are you doing with your life? Like that was one of the happiest moments of my life. Like I wish it was on video because I want to relive it.
It is on video. Somebody sent me the video. Are you sure?
It's not. I don't think it is. No.
I'm gonna check.
You know what? It might be.
I'm gonna check. I feel like because I was not there. I was blacked out drunk. So somebody showed me. Yeah, I saw it like in video. I'm pretty sure. Fair. I'll go back. I'll check.
It's so fun.
But it basically what we're saying is, if you are not having a good time with your friends, if everything is drama and shade and competition and toxicity, you need new friends. You need friends who will carry you around in a pool,
or you need to have a conversation. No, like genuinely, when we hang out with our friends, it's honestly like it's just positive vibes all the time.
Do you feel like you express yourself more authentically around us?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Because I feel like I can't. Because we all, we're all fucking adults. We're all horny and 30. Well, not all of us are 30, but, like, I don't talk about that shit around my family or, like, friends from high school. I don't even fucking hang out with anybody anymore. But, like, no, like, we all have that in common to where we talk about those things. Talk about, we call each other vaginas all the time. Like,
speaking of vaginas, and then we should probably wrap the episode.
Okay.
But you remember that one night we were stuck in the middle of a, what was it, tornado or something? Tornado
Yeah.
warning?
Oh, bro.
And my only issue was the fucking pizza. Okay? I
Bro.
was so upset that we
This-
canceled that pizza order.
bro,
But
we were at
anyways,
one of our friends' house, and the weather was pretty bad. And
there was literally a tornado warning.
some of the people have never experienced tornado weather. Okay.
Me.
I'm like, okay, so there's high winds outside. There are sirens going off. That means get the fuck inside and don't go outside, okay? One of our friends decides that she's gonna go out to the car to get something.
Two
I'm
of
like,
them.
what are you doing? There's a tornado. You can't even open the door, the wind is so heavy. So she takes 2 steps out, she's like, yep, you're right. I'm like, no shit, I'm right. Like, I'm from the Midwest, I know what tornadoes are. And so, like, we all go in the basement, and then our two of our friends decide they need to go pack a bag with like
Essentials,
apocalypse
preps.
shit. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with a pocket knife in a tornado? You gonna chop at the tornado? Like, what is happening here?
They shoot at hurricanes in
And
Florida.
what's funny is she packed her backpack and brought it down with some snacks and a pocket knife and I don't know what else she had. But her wife is still upstairs sleeping.
Somebody would have rescued the wife of me between all of us. Somebody would have gone and done it.
Because I didn't have a backpack. Why are you packing? Why are you packing a backpack and you're not worried about your wife who's still upstairs in a bedroom sleeping?
But just to clarify, we were all in the basement, but as soon as things calmed down, the wife was like, fuck this shit, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, and then we ordered a pizza.
Which never came.
Which never came because the guy delivering it was in his car and was afraid to drive, and he's like, I think he ended up calling eventually.
Yeah.
Look, I can't get there. This weather's really bad.
Yes,
Like,
and our
okay, we
very
understand.
sweet friend, our very sweet and understanding friend was like, no, it's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
And they didn't tell me because I would have just been like,
But
can we get
they
the
gave
pizza?
us a credit for the pizza.
Yeah,
And
we
the
had
next
pizza
day we
day.
got it, and the fucking pizza was bomb, dude. It was the best pizza I've ever had.
So fucking
Because they give you a side of garlic butter, and the garlic butter was so fucking good. Like, I cannot wait to have this pizza.
okay, but that was not the point of the story.
What was the point of the story?
The point of the story was that while we were waiting out this tornado, we were playing a game. You remember? We were playing a game about porn categories.
Oh!
You remember?
Yes.
I feel like I won that game.
And so people aren't confused. We don't actually mean corn, we mean adult content video categories.
Yes.
And they went on and on. Like, I'm pretty sure none of them are actually categories. We were just making shit up, but
probably. But quite a few of them, we were...
Some of them were interesting, for sure. Mine all had to do with the ass.
Of course. I think the one that got me the win was amputee. Never show this episode to my mother. Never.
See that category? What the fuck?
Listen, there's something for everyone out there.
We went around so many times that we got to the point where we were just making stuff up, apparently.
No. Okay? There's gotta be porn with somebody with an arm stub or a leg stub just going at it, okay?
I don't think that's the way you say it. Please don't come at us. We are ignorant in this.
All right, moving on. Have you, okay, so you've never been to a physical space that is just for lesbians?
Just lesbians?
Yeah.
Like a
Like
physical, like anything?
like a lesbian bar, axe throwing bar. Fuck. Yo, there's that
What's
one
funny
axe
is,
throwing
like,
video.
probably no lesbians are there. Axe
All right.
throwing bar. No, like,
So,
the only thing I've ever done that was only lesbians is that club we went to in New York.
mm-hmm.
That was only lesbians. But there were a couple that were, either
Mm-hmm.
not booed up or attractive. Or my type. I should say my type.
Your type. Okay.
But we were having fun. Like, I honestly didn't even care. I was just having fun with you guys. You disappeared. I don't know where the fuck you went. But
I think I went into another layer of the club. I don't know. I
you were
just
talking to that
disappeared.
photographer for like 20
That was
hours.
LA. Oh wait, that was no, that
Oh,
was
that
New
was New
York.
York.
Yeah. I was talking to her. She was fun. She's good.
Yeah. But
Look,
other than that, no, I don't think I've been to lesbian only anything that I can think of
and
besides a bedroom.
I think that's one of the things that needs more attention. We're talking about safe spaces, online safe spaces. But then there's also, again, the government trying to ban this, that, and the other thing. And I think while there is an importance to have um, online spaces, in that same vein, if you're going to have an online space and you want to meet up with people outside of those spaces, it would be good to have like safe spaces that are LGBTQ focused. Or like, if I'm going to meet up with this girl that I like, it would be nice to have a lesbian bar that we could all go to, hang out, and, get to know each other. And it's a public place,
Yeah,
where you're not going to be stared
the
at.
only unfortunate thing about that is those spaces are kind of targeted, and sometimes I don't feel safe even going to those places.
Yeah.
But the one we went to in New York, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, it was fine, but yeah, it's unfortunate, especially in, well, honestly, all over the world. Like those type of places, not even just LGBTQ places. Like, well, different like culture places, like those places are targeted as well. Like, and it's just unfortunate. And I think that's one of the reasons why some of these places don't exist, because they may not be safe.
Yeah.
Um,
But I think that, and I'm going to link the article below, but if you live in any of these places, any of these areas, I would encourage you to, check them out, show them your support, and again, support your LGBTQ small businesses, and show these people that, you're there. We're going to support you because we want more spaces. There's all kinds of initiatives and stuff that we can support that will all help us to continue to grow the community, because honestly, community is important. Even, like I said, if you're not out as being any part or any spectrum on the rainbow, finding an online space and finding an online community that makes you feel safe, makes you feel loved, is important. And a lot of these people, they're going to be your ride or die for as long as you are in that community. I mean, if something happens to you, if something happens to anybody in one of my other group chats or anything, I will be dropping everything to, make sure that you're okay. We've
Yep.
had friends that, it's only by the fact that they were with other people that we knew that we weren't all just agglomerating at airports trying to get to them because of their injuries or whatnot. So online friendships can be a very healthy, beautiful thing. And then when you get them off of the internet and onto real life, and you just know that that connection that you've had in that online space is real, I think it makes a world of difference. It like makes
Yeah.
100% difference to you, and that's your support system for whenever you decide that you're comfortable enough to step into who you actually are.
And if there's anyone listening to our podcast that has stumbled across us and are not in the same community that we're in, like, reach out to us and, well, follow us on Instagram at The Real Chaos, and we will repost frequently about the community that Chucks and I are a part of, that we became friends from. Or just DM us and we'll give you some things you can be a part of to
We'll give you a
meet
link
people on
to
this.
Twitch.
Yeah, we can give you a link. Because our gay ass community isn't very big at this moment, but we're hoping we grow it or at least merge it into the community that we already basically are a part of. So, yeah. And also, if there are any underground things that we don't know about, let us know.
And if there's any LGBTQ plus small businesses or physical spaces, like if you own a clothing company, a toy company, if you own a pet shop, or you own like one of the physical spaces, could it be a bar, a daytime nightclub? Because one of our friends is looking for a daytime nightclub.
Yeah.
Or even like a library, a bookstore, or something that you feel would be a safe space.
I'm not meeting anyone in a library, okay? We can't even talk. A fucking library.
But my English
My
failed me.
God. Do libraries even exist
Yes,
anymore?
they do. There's national libraries. Listen,
I'm gonna find a lesbian there. Okay.
Basically, if you operate a business that counts as a safe space for the LGBTQ plus community, you want to get the word out, DM us. And if you want to be a part of the podcast, DM us so we can feature you to our still growing audience, and everybody can find a happy place to be. Because I don't know about you, but being amongst the gays makes me happy. It relaxes my anxiety most of the times. And it's
sometimes
overall
it makes it worse.
Sometimes it makes it worse. That gay panic, though. That gay panic.
Gay panic, yeah. Gay panic is real.
If you figured out a sign or a signal to tell us that you're gay, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Either in this episode,
is there
or
one
the
that exists and we're just not aware?
Yeah.
Like, please let us know, because I'll be flashing that sign all over the place.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our game.
Okay.
It's the TikTok word game. Apparently, as of recording today, TikTok is still live.
Yes, it was banned for like 18 hours. But now it's back. We're not really on TikTok that much, but maybe we will be one day once they figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're playing the game, our word game, okay?
Okay.
What do we got? Okay, I think I have a word. Last episode we got it in one try. I don't think it's gonna happen again, but
Wow, you had confidence the last game that we were get it in
I
three and we got it in
did,
one.
and I can't believe we got it.
Yeah, I think your confidence is what we need. So
I spy. Just kidding. Okay. Not doing it. I'm not saying it now. I really was gonna say that though.
okay, you were gonna say girls in purple? That's a whole word.
Whatever. Okay, I'm just kidding. Hold on. Let me think of something. Okay, I got it. Ellie!
Because Ellie said no.
Okay, ready?
Okay, wait. Is she? Is she inside?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Coffee.
Basketball. Damn. Coffee and basketball. Shit. Okay. Basketball and coffee. Yikes.
We can get there. We can get there. We can get there.
Alright,
Okay.
I got one.
I think so too.
Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Celsius.
Mug. Okay.
Mug?
Yeah, mug. Coffee mug.
Okay. Oh, it's Celsius for energy.
And mug.
We are not aligned. Okay, so we have mug and we have Celsius.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Gatorade. Ooh, that's kind of close.
We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Okay, I got it. Gatorade
And
the
gym.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
3, 2, 1. Bottle. Bodybuilder and bottle. I was gonna say water bottle.
Ellie, what's the word between bodybuilder and bottle?
And bottle. Okay.
All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Lotion.
Steroids. What? What did you say?
Lotion.
Lotion?
Oh no, I was gonna say oil.
Baby oil, bruh. Steroids and lotion. Maybe if you think of like fucking lidocaine or some shit.
Steroids and lotion.
Steroids and lotion.
Okay, I got it.
You do?
Steroids and lotion. Yeah, I got some.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Morphine. Icy hot. That's good.
What the fuck? Icy hot
patches. Morphine patches.
Oh shoot.
Icy hot and morphine.
Okay.
Well, they both do the same thing.
Okay.
Right?
3, 2, 1. Muscles.
Pain.
Muscle pain.
Muscle and pain.
Okay. Muscle and 3.
Wait, I don't have a word.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
Muscle pain. Okay, yeah, I got one.
3, 2, 1.
Cramp.
Bruise. Oh fuck. Cramp and bruise. Okay. Yeah.
Cramp and
Cramp and
bruise?
bruise. Cramp and bruise, yeah.
I'm lost in the sauce. But okay.
Cramp and bruise. Cramp, bruise.
Oh! Okay. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Period. Thank you for the assist,
We
Ellie.
did it, Ellie.
Let's go. We did it. Thank you.
Like, subscribe, share, and
Comment.
follow. And comment. Comment us your stories. We want to know if you have, like, similar stories to us. Like, I want to know I'm not crazy.
Do your friends bring you joy?
Ah. And also, is there a community that we can join too? Like, I'm down. Join other lesbian communities.
I'm in
But-
quite a few fan fiction communities, but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
also
into
down to
that.
join more.
Also, again, I'm single. Femmes.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again next Monday. Please feel free to check out any of the episodes that we have on the screen. Subscribe, and we will see you once again for another chaotic episode. And it's the one that Hannah is going to be the most excited about.
Sports!
I'm not going to talk. Exactly. It's going to be sports.
Yeah! Yay, sport!
So,
Right,
see
Ellie?
you for the
Yeah.
sports episode.
Oh.
Bye. Chaos.